Okay, in that chapter, the square and square root, then the new concept is the square roots. The square numbers are the multiply the same number at 2 times. Okay, so for example, 2 into 2, the 2 into 2 is a 4, and 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 is a 9. Here the some square numbers, the 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, 6 square, 7 square, 8 square, 9 square, and 10 square. So these are the 10 natural numbers. Here the 1 square is a 1, the 2 square is a 4. We know that the all the square numbers. Here the square, the 3 square is a 3 into 3. 3 into, this is 1 into 1 is 1, then 2 into 2 is 4, and 3 into 3 is 9, and 4 into 4 is 16. Okay, and 5 into 5 is 25, and 6 into 6 is 36, and 7 into 7 is 49. 7 sevens are 49, and 8 into 8 is a 64, and 9 into 9 is a 81, and 10 into 10, multiply the same number the 2 times 100. Okay, so these are the some square numbers. You then observe that the last in the place of unit here 1 4 9 6 5 6 9 4 1. Okay, these are the numbers in a unit place. Okay, then here the square root. For example, take a number 4. Okay, take a 4. 4 is a natural number. The square of a 4, the square of 4 is 16. The square of 4 is 16. Okay, this is the square. The square of a 4 is 16. Okay, then the square root. The square root of 16. Square root of 16. The square of 4 is 16. The square root of 16. The square root of 16 is a reverse process. Then 16. The square root of 16 is 4. The square root of 16 is 4. Here, then 16. Okay, the 16 is a 4 square. 16 is a 4 square. It means 4 into 4. Okay, sorry. This is 4 into 4. Okay, the 16 is a 4 square, and this is a power. Okay, then this is base. This is base. Okay, here the square root of 16 is a 4 square. 4 square. Sorry, the square root of 16 is a 4 square, and symbolically here 4 square. Okay, 4 square. Here then this is root square. Here a 4 square is a 16. Then square root of 16. The square root of 16. Here the root is a radical. For this symbol is called a radical. Then inside the number is called. Then here the 16. The 16. Okay, the 16 is a base radicand. Radicand or base. Okay, then the square root of 16. The square root of 16 is a then it can be written as 4 square. Here the 16. The 16 is, it can be written as a 4 square. 4 square. Here the 4 square. The square root of 4 square is 4. The square root of 4 square is 4. 8 is the square root of 16 is 4. Then this is, then can be written as, the root means 1 by 2. Root means 1 by 2. Here the square, okay, into the root means 1 by 2. 2 get cancelled. Here the 4. The 4 is the square root of 16 is 4. The square root of 16 is 4. Then 25. 25. The square root of 25. We know that the square. Then what is the number? The 25 is the square of 5. The 25. The 25 is the square of 5. It means the square root of 25. The square root of 25 is 5. The square root of 25 is 5. Okay. The 16 here. And this is the symbol is a radical. Then this inside that number, the natural Lenin number is called a radicand or base. Okay. Here 16. Okay. The 16 is a 4 square. 16 is 4 square. Or here. Then it can be written as 4 root of the square root of 4 square. The square root of 4 square. Next. Then 2 raised to 4. 2 raised to 4. ಬರಿಬೋದ 2 raised to 4 ನೋಡಿ. Then square root. ನಾನು ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. Here 4 square into the root means 1 by 2. Root means 1 by 2. The 2, then a power into the root. The value of the root is 1 by 2. Here 2 get cancelled. Here 4. The square root of 4. The square root of 16 is 4. Here, then this one. Then this also the square root of 16. The square root of 16. Here, the 2 raised to 4 into the root means 1 by 2. 2 ones are 2 2s are. Here 2 square. The remaining value is 2 square. The 2 square is 4. Here the square root of 16 is 4. The square root of 16 is 4. This is here the square root of 16 is 4. Here the square root of 25 is 5. Okay. The square of 5 is 25. The square root of 25 is 5. Then 36. The square root of 36 is 6. The square root of 49 is 7. Okay. Here the square of these numbers. Okay. The 2 square. Then 2 square is 4 here. 2 square is equal to 4. 2 square is 4. The 2 square is 4. The power, the transpose the power to other side, it becomes root. It becomes root. Okay. Here. Then it becomes a root means 2 equal to square root of 4. Square root of 4. Then 2 it becomes a root. Here 3 square. 3 square equal to 9. 3 square equal to 9. The square, the transpose the square to other side, it becomes a root. Then 2 3 is the square root of 9 is a 3. Square root of 9 is 3. Here the square root of 49 is 7. The square root of 64 is 8. The square root of here. The square of 8. The square of 1 is 1. The square of 2 is 4. The square of 3 is 9. The square of 4 is 16. The square of 5. The square of 5 is the square. The square of 5 is 25. The square of 6 is 36. Then the square root of 1 is 1 square. The square root of 4 is a 2. The square root of 2 is a 2 only. That not a 2 square. Here, then the power transposed to other side. Then a RHS side. The power, the transpose to other side, it will becomes root. It will become root. Here, to take one more example, 5 square, 5 square. The 5 square is a 25. 5 square is a 25. The square root of 25, the square root of 25 is 5, not a 5 square. The 5 square equal to 25, but the square root of 25 is only 5. Okay, and this is a square root. Okay, then next one, here the sign. We know that the product of two negative integer is positive. The product of two negative integer, it means here minus 3 square. Minus 3 square. The minus 3 square, it can be written as minus 3 into minus 3. Minus 3 into minus 3. Here minus into minus plus 3 into 3 is 9. It means minus 3 square is 9. Minus 3 square is 9. Here minus 4 square. Minus 4 square is 16. It is minus 4 into minus 4. Minus 4 into minus 4. Minus into minus plus 4 into 4 is 16. The product of two negative integers. The square means the sum, the product of two same numbers. The product of two same numbers in a 2 times. Here minus 3 into minus 3 is a plus 9. The sum of two negative, the product of two negative integer is a positive. Okay, the minus into minus is plus, the 3 into 3 is 9. Okay, then the square of all the negative integer is positive. Okay, the conclusion is the square of any negative integer. Here minus 4 square is a 16, minus 5 square is a 25, minus 6 square is a 36. The square of any negative integer, the square of any negative integer is a positive. The square of any negative integer is positive. Here then minus 4 square. The minus 4 square is minus 4 into minus 4. Minus 5 square is minus 5 into minus 5. Okay, then minus 6 is minus 6 into minus 6. Minus 6 into minus 6. That means the square of any negative integer, the square of any negative integer is positive. Okay, then this is a square root. Here the square root of 100. Here the square root. The square root of 100 is 10. The 10 square is 100. Then 2. The 2 is a power. The power is transposed to other side. It becomes a root. Here 10 equal to the square root of 100. Okay, and this is the concept of the square root. Okay.